R355, the most barren stretch of dirt road in the whole of South Africa. It starts with a hand-stamped declaration that you will leave no trace in this land of the Khoisan. An oasis in the dust, so-called normality has no place here. But is this just a bunch of hippies in the desert? In its 8th year, participants still puzzle to define AfrikaBurn.
A radical personal expression, an individual expression.
For me, it's become a pilgrimage in order to dive into this incredible ocean, stormy consciousness.
This is a space to let loose without being judged.
7 years ago, there were just 700 participants at this festival. Today, there are almost 8,000. With mutant vehicles roaming the Karoo, it would appear there's no law and order out here, but organizers say that there is a system behind the madness.
We're trying to find that sweet spot between, keeping it as safe as possible, but not kind of crushing the impulse to radically express.
It's almost 40 degrees during the day and drops below 0 at night. Surviving for a week in this dry terrain, revelers must bring everything they'll need. From food to a mandatory 5 liters of water per day. There are no shops. Money isn't even welcome here. But you can give and receive gifts.
Who wants free vegan food?
Others provide a caffeine fix if you bring your own cup. But that's not the only substance keeping people awake here. A woman was evacuated by helicopter, suffering a suspected overdose of a drug known as GHB. But organizers say a single incident shouldn't detract from what's meant to be a spiritual experience.
This is often a place where people come and rediscover that lost sense of community that many of us have missed, especially if we're coming from a more privileged setting.
And privileged you must be. Freeing oneself of capitalism and convention comes at a cost. So does creating giant sculptures in the desert that are ultimately burnt to the ground. Nathan Honey's team built what will be the biggest bonfire AfrikaBurn has ever seen.
We're building something that we hope the burning of will create a beautifully shaped flame.
A flame that will reach higher than 30 meters as a protest to shale gas fracking in the Karoo. On the final night, the perimeter is cleared. The crowds wait in awe. Though nature is in charge.
To cancel this. One, I'm worried about the wind strength. 2, I'm worried about visibility. 3, I'm worried about the wind actually changing direction.
Even in this place of anarchy, safety comes first. This sculpture will remain here till next year's festival, etched into AfrikaBurn's constantly evolving story. Yusuf Omar, Tankwa region of the Karoo Desert.
Know more. eNCA.com